Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries and our hunt for the Jetpack in GTA 5.
Trippy.
I'm RJ, joined by FPS Kyle.
What's going on, everybody?
We have been trying to signal the UFOs with the Space Stalker, and we might have finally had a breakthrough here.
I think so.
Of course, we are incorporating the Space Stalker as a DeLorean from Back to the Future. We are hoping that once we reach 88 miles per hour, we can hopefully activate something, maybe not travel in time, but in this case, maybe this is the way to signal the UFO. Perhaps get abducted, just something, who knows, maybe they drop an Easter egg down. There's been clues of a alien egg being involved in the game, so maybe that's a way to get that. And then of course it's also a theory on how to get the jetpack. Now, one of our subscribers, we have to give them mad props because they discovered a huge clue here. Their name is Cathal Cleary. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They noticed in one of our past videos that here in the They're Here section of the, of course, UV map, the clue that says They're Here in this alien water tower section, not too far away from Fort Zancudo, you can see a marker that says 78 and 10. If you add 78 and 10 together, what do you get, Kyle?
88.
88 miles per hour, the DeLorean. Now, also, another clue we've been looking at is the WOW signal found there at the hippie camp. Now, that was read, what time was that? Was it
11:16 p.m.
11:16.
That was
when the WOW signal was discovered. Right now, it is 22, coming up on 23, which means we're real close, guys.
We gotta fly, we gotta get there.
We're racing to Fort Zancudo. We're gonna pause it to put in a code real quick, and it should be perfect timing. All right, here we go. It is the exact time of the WOW signal here, so this is probably the best time to signal the UFO itself. We should also point out that, like I said, this is exactly where it says They're Here on the UV map. And me and FPS Kyle are kind of looking at each other saying, where is the exact point to find the UFOs? Well, why not the spot that says They're Here?
They're here.
It makes sense.
See, so from what I know about the actual WOW signal, we actually have a 72-second window to pull this off. So we got some time here. We have a 72-second window to hopefully signal the aliens and see if maybe we can get abducted. Maybe we have Jason with us. If you didn't notice, we have Jason with us. We think maybe if we give him as a sacrifice, they give us the jetpack. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we all know, of course, in Jason X, Jason actually did go into space, so he's definitely a candidate, that's for sure. As we race over, we're definitely trying to get some speed over in the They're Here section. Of course, we have plenty of lightning here. You guys can tell this is the Fort Zancudo area. So, we have definitely the Fort Zancudo UFO flying overhead. Perhaps that is, a prime candidate of a UFO that would definitely abduct us, because we also should point out there's a green light that hovers above an elevator found in Zancudo. So if we do not get abducted, our final attempt will be to actually blow the Space Stalker up, much like we did in our first attempt at that elevator. I think that might be the perfect spot. Now that's going to show up, I believe it shows up probably around 3 a.m., so we'll be doing that closer around then, but this is a perfect place, of course, to get to 88 miles per hour, the track that goes right around Fort Zancudo here. Let's go ahead and try to speed up as much as possible here. Also, we do want to talk about Omega here, Kyle. Of course, he was the one who gave us the Space Stalker, but it's a little bit suspicious that we haven't seen him since that point.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm hearing a lot of people saying that perhaps he is the one who is holding the jetpack.
Or he's the one holding the flux capacitor, because, as they said, there's a missing piece to the Space Stalker here. That could be, and it looks like it has a spot for it on the top of the Space Stalker there. Maybe we have to find him he's got the other piece or he's got the jetpack. But definitely, you know, it makes sense that he has something to do with it.
I agree. Hopefully we can definitely track him down, as unfortunately we were not abducted. We'll try something else.
All right.
Okay, so now we are outside Fort Zancudo. That is the most logical spot to pull this off. Of course, trying to signal the UFO. Hopefully at least getting abducted. You never know. It is thundering outside. The space docker is completely loaded with these sticky bombs, which just makes it, you know, if anything's going to signal these things, this has to be it.
Yeah.
Of course, our version of the DeLorean, which we will also try to get to 88 miles per hour, hopefully getting struck by lightning. And I should also mention that you can tell that both Jason Voorhees and Franklin are in all green. You know, there's going to be a green light shining on the bunker there. Yep. So there's not only that, but we all know that green was a pretty important color in the original GTA San Andreas. As we reach 23:16, the exact time, the WOW signal.
Yep, and we have, like I said, we have a 72-minute window to get this taken care of. So we have plenty of time here, and I'm more concerned about getting to 88 miles an hour here on the runway.
We should have plenty of speed here. Obviously, I'm building up momentum here shortly. We have a full special meter here, and let's do this thing. We actually, for some reason, I was going to say we didn't have any stars, which makes it even easier.
Snuck right in, which could be a sign here.
All right, there you have it. Wow,
nice.
That's a sight to behold.
Always
right there.
The epic lightning in GTA 5.
So wow, this is amazing. Could you imagine, FPS Kyle, if we actually did something here? If we actually freaking got the attention
that was
of
pretty
this
crazy
UFO.
there.
Let's go ahead and use our horns. Possibly, maybe that is going to be needed to signal the UFO. Who knows, guys? If you think of any ideas, man, we're trying, as you guys can tell, we're trying to think of exactly what it would take here. We're using this as a DeLorean. At the same time, the WOW signal was, of course, discovered. The WOW signal can be found at the alien hippie camp, where you can find one of the UFOs. The UFO hovering over us right now is one of the most unique UFOs. In fact, it is the most unique UFOs in the game, and it just really has a crazy look.
Let's try this again. Now, I felt like something was happening when the first time we went down there. The lightning got pretty crazy. The sky lit up for a while. Maybe it's because we don't have the flux capacitor yet. Like we're hitting the timing right. We got everything down, but we need that flux capacitor in order to, you know, propel ourselves into the future or into the past to find this jetpack.
That's definitely a logical theory. We already mentioned Omega. He seems to be perhaps the Doc Brown of the game, but maybe it's somebody else. I recently learned that you can sneak into the guy who helps you steal or rob all the banks and all that, Lester.
Yeah.
You can sneak into his house, and he possibly could be the Doc. Maybe he's
holding on to the jetpack. He doesn't want us to have it.
Maybe he has a jetpack. He has a jetpack sticker located in his house. We'll show that off in an upcoming episode, because there are some interesting symbols and clues in Lester's house. But he could be the Doc Brown. Definitely Omega could be the Doc Brown. Let us know if you guys think of anybody that you think possibly could be the Doc Brown, the holder of the flux capacitor.
Yeah, or the jetpack. We got to find him. So, is he at his house? Is he at his mobile home over there, or is he somewhere else? And we got to look at him.
Well, there's one last thing we're going to do. Unfortunately,
tanks are moving in on you.
Yeah, we did not unlock something. I mean, it kind of looked like we did, like you said.
Well, maybe we might be getting abducted here.
Hey,
at least we got some air.
Okay. All right, here we go. We are going to make our way to the bunker. Of course, the elevator that shows -1. And most importantly, has a very ominous green light shining onto it. The space docker gives off an ominous green light itself. It is 3 a.m. and we should go blow this thing up in the most logical spot, and hopefully something will happen. FPS, Kyle.
All right, I mean, and we got Franklin and Trevor repping all green. Gonna try to stay with the green theme going on here.
Trevor, you mean Jason Voorhees?
Or Scar, yes, Jason Voorhees. Yes, of course.
Okay, they're trying to block us in, man. We have somewhere to go, guys. Get the fuck out of our way. Here is the location. Unfortunately, we were shot down
By the damn tank, motherfucker.
Alright, we've made it back. Let's do this once and for all. There's the green light. We have tanks coming on us hard. Guys, get out. Hurry the fuck up. Put your damn phone away, Franklin. What the hell are you doing? There it is. I signaled the explosives. Wow. The space docker blew up.
Try shooting a rocket launcher of it.
I signaled the explosion, and it ended up on the other side.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Got picked up.
It's like it completely teleported over to the opposite side. Let's shoot the rocket up. Try to signal it. Here it is. FPS Kyle, the green light. You'd think that they would be sucking us into their spacecraft, but that is not the case.
Sure isn't.
We have one more bit of unfinished business.
We do.
We got someone we got to go find. All right, here we are. This is the House of Omega. Omega, take this thing back. We do not want this space docker.
Piece of shit. Fucking trash cans.
Completely useless. We want one of two things. We want either the jetpack, or at least give us the flux capacitor so we can at least add it to the space docker, therefore making it useful. If you come over here to this side, you can see the very garage that we got the space docker in, and you can kind of tell, FPS Kyle, it's kind of glitched out. You can see there's something behind there.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff back in there.
Unfortunately, I guess we can't get in there anymore. You have your one opportunity now. Of course, you guys probably remember when we did get the space docker, he kind of had this miniature UFO and definitely some signs of some really cool technology, but unfortunately, all we got was this space docker, which is apparently useless. But Omega, we're coming for you. We have.
I think he knew we were coming for. I think he packed up and left. We gotta find out where the hell he went.
Yeah, I mean all the lights are off,
yeah,
so he's clearly
packed
not
up.
here. Let's see if we can go question one of his hippie brethren over here. Where's Omega? We need to know.
Maybe I have to use some lethal force here.
Tell us. Where's Omega? We
give
want
me
the
a cold shoulder,
jetpack.
man.
We know he has it. Well, guys, our theory, of course, is that we have to find Omega somewhere. Let us know if you guys have any ideas, because he might be the one holding on to the jetpack, or perhaps something else. You never know.
The flux capacitor to put on the space docker.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us in this episode. Drop your comment. Let us know if there's any theories or ideas you have. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. We really appreciate it. We'll be working hard at bringing a lot of new content, and we have plenty of new information to share with you, especially in the next episode. We have some more very big things planned, and hopefully we can find not only Omega, but the jetpack, and who knows what else is undiscovered here in GTA 5. We've been scouring the land since the latest I'm Not a Hipster update. There are some interesting differences, including the building, which is now
Being built.
under further construction here. Every new update, of course, gives it more and more completion. So we definitely are looking at that, as well as some other things. Once again, thanks again for joining us.
Yep.
I'm RJ.
I'm Kyle. And remember, stay trippy.
And don't give up on the hunt for the
Let's
elusive.
blow this piece of shit up. This
Jetpack.
thing's about useless right now.
Hopefully when Omega returns, he comes to find this useless space doctor completely scrapped, because as far as we're concerned, as of right now, it is useless. But to be honest, we think that that's not the case. We think there is going to be a use for this thing.
Yeah, looks like a perfect spot for a flux capacitor right there on the back of it.
Definitely. And it was designed after the DeLorean, or at least it was inspired by it. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.